Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Dallas Cowboys.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 67 yards.
Oh, it's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, it's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And able to get this out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Young. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the numbers for Brooks a week ago. 14 carries, 116 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down. The Panthers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners are 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone now, Young. Got a man, that's Leggett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. You look at this Carolina defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
From the red zone now, Prescott being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Now Prescott. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It looks like they'll move things around here.
Here's Prescott.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Prescott to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone.
And they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Young.
That one completes him again.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Young now. And that'll be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, it's Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Xavier Legette
from 10 yards out.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Prescott now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. To the air again, Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott.
Tolbert hauls in the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down and just a couple.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Dancing to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that play just looked a little help. Skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and a couple.
Once again, it's Brooks. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
To throw on 2nd down is Young.
He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Young going to give to Brooks. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 44. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
2nd and 5.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Young here, you can see changing the play.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Tip Ryman
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Young going to give it up on the touch pass to about the 35, 2nd down. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Young will set to throw. Got a man. That's Liggett. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Young on first down. That one completes a Liggett. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Hands it off out of the gun, and now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
They'll try to throw now. Young. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. This will be caught at about the 3. Touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here at Hope now Young going to move him around. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Williams being motion left. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Ready, black, 95.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to... They'll bring a receiver in motion right. It's Young off play action. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like...
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Following the interception, Young. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Young off the play fake. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Legette with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0, and they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.